You are mortgage free. Congratulations! That was no small feat. Your hard work and dedication in paying off this massive debt should be celebrated. But how do you celebrate something only a portion of the world has done? Well, my family recently paid off our $195,000 mortgage, and we were asking ourselves this very question. After some spirited back and forth with my wife, we landed on some fun ideas that we could do together as a family. In this video, I'm going to share those ideas and some more options that we've learned from the mortgage-free community as we've been connecting with more people. But before I jump into these ideas, please consider giving me the YouTube triple thanks. That's hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and then leaving a comment down below. I appreciate you considering it as I'm growing my small business this year. Thanks so much. Okay, let's jump into number one. Mortgage burning. There's nothing more exciting than building a bonfire, roasting marshmallows, and setting fire to the documents associated with the largest debt you'll ever have in your life. But before popping the bubbly and burning these once important documents, make sure you've completed all the necessary steps in the mortgage payoff process. I got a detailed video that describes the process right there. Once those details are all buttoned up though, go pyro on these papers, people. Light these papers on fire and say goodbye to ever making a mortgage payment ever again. Burn away the worries of never losing your house and celebrate knowing that your family will always have a place to call home. Making a copy of these documents isn't a bad idea though, especially if you want to have some more fun, which we will get into in the next idea. That brings us to number two, create a mortgage wall. There's something symbolic and even cathartic about breaking through to the other side, crossing the finish line, cutting the ribbon at an opening ceremony. Think of this mortgage wall as going from one side, paying your mortgage, to the other side, mortgage-free. Here are the steps to create your mortgage wall. Step one, tape all of your mortgage papers together and create a large paper wall. If your small kids are gonna run through it, go with at least 5 papers tall by 5 papers wide. For adults, you could probably go with 8 to 10 papers tall. Given the number of documents associated with your mortgage, this should be pretty easy. Next, you're gonna wanna adhere the paper wall to 2 long sticks. You could use things around the house like broom handles or tiki torches. You don't need to go buy something new. With 2 people holding each side, encourage your kids, your spouse, or even yourself to bust through the wall. By literally and figuratively destroying your mortgage and breaking through, you're declaring that this is a new day for you and your family. Number 3, a mortgage piñata. Nothing says party more than a piñata, my friends. Whether you're young or old, it's fun to grab a bat and whack that candy-filled party symbol. To celebrate your mortgage freedom, create a piñata out of your mortgage papers. Here's how to do it. Blow up a balloon and cover it in plastic wrap. Cut your mortgage into thin strips. Mix 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of water. You may need to double or triple this amount depending on the size of the balloon that you choose. Dip mortgage papers into the flour water mixture thing and place them on the balloon. Set your paper mache covered balloon off to the side for the night to dry. Wait 24 hours or until it's hard as a rock. Once the paper is hard, stick a pin in the paper and pop the balloon. Cut open the top of the piñata and insert candy, toys, or anything you want. Hang the piñata from a tree outside or at the end of a broom handle like we did because it was too cold outside. I think we did this in November. Then let your family whack that piñata until all the treats come flying out. It's quite the metaphor, actually. By destroying the mortgage, the whole family gets rewarded. Number 4, mortgage target practice. This one is as straightforward as it comes. If you have a true hate for the mortgage, like I did, you might want to take your papers to the shooting range. Actually, this was a lot of fun. If you've never been to the shooting range before, check it out as a date with you and your spouse. It's actually a pretty good time. All right, try this out. Head to your local shooting range, put the mortgage papers in place of the target, and take aim and fire away. It's as simple as that. Go with your spouse or your friends and everyone can take turns blasting away at the mortgage. Extra points if you can hit the interest rate. Number 5, frame your official payoff letter. If you're especially proud of your accomplishment, like we were, You could frame your official payoff letter from the mortgage company. My wife created this as a gift for me and I was so happy. I keep it in my office and it still brings a smile to my face every time I see it. In fact, actually, here it is right here. If you're getting to this big milestone moment, consider giving this as a gift to your partner. They may just brag about it in a video years later. Now, those are the ideas that my wife and I came up with, but after we paid off our mortgage and shared these ideas, we received a lot more that I wanted to share with you now. So let's jump to number 6. Number 6, paint your door red. Evidently, it's a Scottish tradition to paint your front door red when you've paid off your house. I'm all about traditions and celebrations, so I love this idea. This is something I actually brought up to Nicole, but she didn't like it from a sort of home design perspective. You gotta pick your battles in marriage, right? If you and your spouse are in sync with this idea, you could make this a fun tradition with the entire family. Have the kids help to paint the door, and while you're at it, remind them why you're doing it. Hopefully, this will be a moment that they'll remember, and maybe they'll create their own mortgage-free life in the future for their family. Number 7, place an eagle outside of your house. I love this comment from B.R. Brady, a reader on my blog. This person said, "We have a few friends who come from a French-Canadian culture. They have a way to show others that their mortgage has been paid in full, similar to the Scottish tradition of painting your front door red. My friends find a metal replica of a flying eagle and attach it over the garage door or in an open space in front of the house. I just located a nice brass eagle and will be attaching it over our garage door." What a fantastic way to symbolize the freedom that your family is experiencing now that you are mortgage free. As BR said, if you don't want it outside your house, you could find a place for it inside as well. Number 8, have the kids pay off the mortgage. If you have kids, consider this incredible idea from another blog reader. We are about to pay ours off next month. Family of 4 with 2 kids ages 10 and 6. My plan is to bring the mortgage down to $4, then have each family member take $1 to the bank so each can contribute the final payment to the mortgage. I've also worked out with the local bank branch that when we come in, they will make a big deal about it and give us an official looking certificate, which he made up. That indicates that we paid off our mortgage. I just want it to be a memorable moment so the kids will remember the excitement and hopefully live a financially healthy life as well. That is so cool. What a fun way to include the family. Talk about generational wealth building. I absolutely love this idea. Number 9, give back. Now that you're mortgage free, you have the ability to use your money how you please. Here's one way another blog reader with the pseudonym Plain Jane decided to use her money. We celebrated paying off our mortgage early by donating the amount of a mortgage payment to some people and organizations that help people for various reasons are in worse shape than we are. And we've done that every year on the anniversary of the month we paid off our mortgage. Honestly, that's the best way to celebrate, in my opinion. There are so many people in this world that are less fortunate than we are. When we rise up to a higher financial level, I believe we need to start thinking about how we can use our situation for the greater good. While we weren't as generous as using our entire mortgage payment as our friend Plain Jane, our family did change our charitable giving from 1% to 5% over the past few years. We also give another 5% to family, friends, and neighbors in need. This is our own form of 10% giving that we've created as a family. Over time, I hope to grow this generosity and impact. Now, I'm sure there are dozens of more ways to celebrate paying off your mortgage. That's what's so fun about sharing these ideas with you all. I know that we're going to get so much more back in the comments. That way we can round it out with a number 10 in the future. So please do me a favor and share what you'd do if you were to pay off your mortgage early. Or if you have paid off your mortgage already, please share how you celebrated. I'd love to hear from you, and your ideas may just inspire others to become mortgage free as well. So thanks for hanging out today. This is Andy Hill from Marriage, Kids, and Money, signing off. Carpe diem.
So we're gonna do this right now. One. And you're back. Hold on, we're still up a little bit. And you're back. Get set. Go. That one was awesome. Again. That was so amazing, guys.